Hello everyone, my name is Julian Wittrock. Strategies for making speaking and listening materials for face to face and online. Presentation. Listening. Importance of designing listening and speaking material for face to face and online. Listening. Listening is a receptive skill is a considered the oral skill which is the primary ability developed in first language acquisition. However, until recently, listening was ignored in the second language context. Noonan 1999 stated that listening is the Cinderella skill in the second language context because it is overlooked by its elder sister, speaking moreover. Noonan 2002 at that EFL students spend a lot of class time for listening, but it is the most unnoticed of the four skills and EFL contest. Speak. The importance of the speaking skills since to by further underlined by the in many areas prevalence in many areas of the world of communities, language, teaching, and methodology with proprieties speaking, however, despite the apparent priority accorded to speaking skills, but contemporary methodologies speaking skills have until relatively recently been under analysis in ELT, with the result that the speaking skill syllabus in ELT materials of often amount to no more than a list of speaking activities, role play, or information gap. This contrasts with the other three skills, listening, reading, and writing, where the syllabus often specifies the sub-skill which is being developed through at a particular activity. Objectives. 1. Determine the importance of design listening and speaking materials for face-to-face and online. Second, strengthen the pedagogical and didactic methods with the use of methodology in the teaching and learning of offering foreign language. Third, apply strategies to design or adapt analog and digital teaching materials in face-to-face and virtual learning environment. Listening materials. Carry out intensity listening activities. This focus in elements such as phonology, syntax, and lexicon. Students listen carefully to a test with the intention of decoding the input for analysis purposes and analysis through sound, words, and grammatical units. Provide the student with authentic materials such as recording of natural speech that are present in everyday sources. Such materials involved in current issues and current issues are interesting to the student of all age and background. Activities designed to provide student linguistic knowledge to practice cohesion, and coherence to familiarize students with the different useful strategies used in communication or in engagements, then in different contexts of use. Listening materials must be based on authentic recording, mean that listening material used in language classes must match the spoken discourse used by native speakers. Focus listening activities over an extended period of time. Students are expected to gain full understanding during extended listening when listening to long lectures, conversation, and broadcasts. Interactive listening is done between listener and speaker. The listener receives the message and provides feedback to the speaker. Carry out a collaborative conversation where the student improves their interaction. They must participate in collaborative tasks because these tasks require collaboration and clarification of mean to arrive at result. Speaking materials. Activities based to precision, fluency, and complexity. A principle-based methodology for teaching speaking must therefore take, count, take into account the nature of the psycholinguistic and affective challenges faced by students. Accurate fluency and complexity are where available nation to design or evaluate oral activities with the students who do not feel safe speaking. Therefore, design activities that are within their abilities and that give them time to think about what they are going to say. In the activities encourage complexity in repetition of tasks, that is, the students are given to the same speaking activities to do it again, which bring greater fluency, more idiomatic speech, and lexical precision as a linguistic benefit, better narrative form, greater grammatical accuracy, and greater language complexity. Task basic methodologies student can be introduced at this stage to the essential vocabulary, phrases, and grammar. Activities that require students to speak, listening, and respond and participate by providing a solution to the conversation. Activities where the imagination of the students is activated, a student can be asked to present an interview as a famous star. Online listening and speaking materials. Vary the educational content, various changes or clarification to the existing educational content program taking into account the changes that occur in society. In the activities, the interactions of all the members of the educational community is important when carrying out listening and speaking activities. Put into the practice all the adjectives that were formulated for the class. Make the lesson known to the student and carry out activities that can participate in a group and work collaboratively. Development of methods and techniques for training which create a clear relationship between that has already been studied and new learning material. Conclusion. As the teacher, we need to motivate a student to speak English and give them the means to do so. The listening and speaking materials for face-to-face and online are the basis on linguistic contributions that the student acquired and the practice that is carried in the different classroom of students, both face-to-face and virtual. Each teacher is a developer of materials, and for this reason they must meet the need of students based on activities where listening and speaking can be taught in a practical way. The elaboration of material for speaking and listening stimulated the students' motivations in his struggles to learn a foreign language. Thank you so much.